I'm a law-abiding gun owner. How am I going to end up in jail? We often get this question from members, and unfortunately, the collective experience of U.S. LawShield members has taught us that the good guy ends up in jail all of the time. Why? Well, let's talk about 5 main reasons why a law-abiding gun owner could end up in jail. First, bad guys lie. It's very rare that a bad guy will tell the truth after an incident. When the police show up, you'll tell the police the real story of how you defended yourself or your loved ones, and the bad guy will tell a story about the crazy person with a gun who attacked them. Second, you didn't know the law. We encounter members and non-members alike who misunderstand the law and carry their firearm where they shouldn't, or use their firearm in a scenario where they aren't permitted to do so legally. Education is your first defense because ignorance of the law is no excuse. Third, the police didn't know the law. We've seen people arrested for crimes that don't apply to the circumstances. We've seen people arrested for the incorrect crime. We've even seen people arrested for crimes that don't exist. Either way, your best defense is to know the law and exercise your rights. Fourth, the judicial system decides. It's not the role of the police to decide who was right and who was wrong at the scene. Often when the police show up at the scene of a shooting or an incident involving a firearm, they simply arrest everyone involved and let the courts or the district attorney decide who was the good guy and who was the bad guy. Fifth, we're all human. We live in an ever-changing and interconnected nation, and not everyone agrees with gun ownership, the Second Amendment, or even our right to self-defense. Unfortunately, this hostility and impartiality doesn't stop just because a person becomes a law enforcement officer, prosecutor, or judge, and it tilts the entire legal system against the law-abiding gun owner. We understand the plight law-abiding gun owners face if they're forced to defend themselves. If you have an emergency and are forced to defend yourself, you need to speak to an attorney as soon as possible. Because as you can see, even law-abiding gun owners get sent to jail. If you have any questions about the gun laws in your state, call U.S. LawShield and ask to speak to your independent program attorney.